Shabbat Shalom. Let me share with you the story of Yaakov's daughters, Ruvina, Shimona, Levi, Yehudit, and so on. Each one was born with a twin brother, all except one, their sister Dinah. Dinah never felt quite like she fit in with the other girls. Treated like a daughter equally by her mother Leah and her aunt Rachel, her sisters became fiercely jealous of her. And so without a twin brother to look out for her, she often played alone. But Dinah was resilient. If her sisters weren't going to be her friends, she was determined to find her own circle of friends in the nearby area. She wandered out and found some lovely girls to play with in the neighborhood of Shechem. In fact, not only were the girls there nice to her, the boys were quite pleasant as well. One boy in particular was very nice to her, and she would spend hours playing with him. His name was Shechem, and he was a prince. But then one day, her sisters hear that Dinah is expecting a child. She is so upset and embarrassed that when the baby is born, she leaves her in the bushes, praying to Hashem to protect her little baby girl. Tonight, I want to talk about the only woman in this week's Parshat, Osna. Who was she, and why did Yosef marry her? We're told that she was the daughter of Potiphar. Rashi teaches that this was the same Potiphar that Yosef used to work for before going to prison. So why did Yosef marry his former boss's daughter? I want to share 3 answers. According to Abarbanel, by marrying him into the landed gentry, Paro was providing Yosef with the connections he would need to run the country. This makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't really answer why he particularly needed to marry his boss's daughter. According to Al-Sheikh, had a criminal been appointed, there might have been a national rebellion. By marrying the daughter of Potiphar off to Yosef, Paro wanted to show that Yosef was never guilty of the original allegation he was sent to jail for. According to Rokeach, Paro didn't want Potiphar to claim Yosef and his future children as slaves. When Paro offered Osnat to Yosef, Potiphar had to emancipate Yosef. I want to share with you an additional idea. Our sages tell us that Osnat was actually not Potiphar's biological daughter. Mr. and Mrs. Potiphar were once on a holiday in Canaan. Some say they were in Eilat. Others say that wasn't actually part of a biblical Canaan, which actually made it a 2-day holiday for them. At any rate, they suddenly hear the sound of a crying baby floating in the basket on the Red Sea. They have pity on the abandoned baby and decide to adopt her. And this little girl grows up in the mansion of Potiphar and his wife. Fast forward a number of years, and Potiphar buys a slave called Yosef. Yosef does very well in his master's home and becomes a member of the household. He and the little girl become quite close, and one day she shares a secret with him. She shows him the locket around her neck. Engraved upon the necklace in Hebrew is the inscription, "You are a granddaughter of Yaakov. May Hashem keep you safe." Yosef realizes that this girl is his long-lost niece, Dinah's abandoned daughter. The love and friendship grow stronger each day. While Potiphar thinks the friendship is cute, his wife becomes envious of their daughter. She wants Yosef for herself, and we know the end of that story. The happy news is that as soon as Yosef is freed from jail, he goes back to find the love of his life, Osna. Potiphar is more than happy to give his daughter's hand in marriage to the new viceroy of Egypt. And when Yaakov and Dinah finally come down to Egypt, you can imagine their joy at discovering that Yosef and Osna are the prince and princess of the land. Here's the message. As long as we remember that we are the grandchildren of Yaakov, we will prosper. Hashem will keep us safe. We will be guarded spiritually, physically, materially, and emotionally. I am honored to be a granddaughter of Yaakov. Every step I take in life, I remember that my grandfather Yaakov is thinking about me and hoping that I am safe and rooting for my success. May we all make Grandpa Jake proud, every step of the way. Thank you for listening to me tonight, and I look forward to sharing further thoughts with you on my wedding night, when Prince Yosef sweeps me off my feet. Shabbat Shalom.